Father stands in the gap. Kids on one side, wolves on the other. He says, whatever comes, nothing gets to those kids.
I enjoyed getting to go along this adventure with you in Legacy Peak. So talk to me a little bit, kind of set it up for audiences as what they will expect.
Legacy Peak is a great fatherhood story. Jason Wild, which is my character, he's stepping into the fatherhood role. He's marrying a woman who has 2 kids, a teenage daughter and a 9-year-old son. And so he's trying to really connect with them and gain that trust and earn that respect from them. And so he decides to take them on a wild adventure, and he has a plane. And so he's going to fly them across the Rocky Mountains up to the grandparents' cabin to spend time with them. And they end up in the wilderness having a crazy adventure together. And so things don't go according to plan, but he connects with them in a special way. And it's a fatherhood story. It's one that's going to uplift and encourage fathers and put them in a good light and empower fathers and the nuclear family. So I think it's something that's really needed in our culture today. And so I was just happy to be a part of this project and blessed because of that.
Talk to me a little bit practically about shooting this film. What did that look like? Time in the wilderness, like building fire, like wolves, like kind of walk me through a little bit of what a day looks like.
I love being outside and love being in the woods. I grew up outdoors. And so, that was something that was exciting for me. And I knew it was going to be fun. But we had to battle some elements. When I first watched Legacy Peak, I was like, can you tell that it's super cold? It's like 19 degrees. You can see our breath and even our voice, is kind of sounding like it's struggling a little bit, like it is right now. But that was because of the weather, but we were very fortunate. I mean, we were praying the whole time because it was a tight budget and we had a short time to film all those scenes. And so we were praying for good weather, and we were blessed with good weather on the right days. I mean, one day where we had to be in the water, there's an ATV crash in the river, so we get soaking wet, and in freezing temperatures in the Colorado Rockies, that can be rough. Well, that day it was 60 degrees and sunny, and it just worked out all by the grace of God. It was a huge answer to prayer. But we had to battle some elements. There's a few shots on there where you can see it looks like a blizzard, and it was a blizzard. Like we were on top of a mountain at 9,000 feet, and like a storm came in. The wind was blowing 30 miles an hour, and snow was sideways, and you couldn't see past 100 yards. And so we did get to battle the elements. I think that's part of Aaron Burns' plan. He likes shooting in tough conditions, but we'll see. It might backfire on him one day.
You weren't like page 73 shows a blizzard. Didn't show that when I read the script. You got to use some of your NCIS skills to make sure you're actually making it happen. Nice. Well, I thought that all helped play into us feeling like we are taking this adventure with you. And then working with the 2 kids. I mean, I know they're not super young, but sometimes that can be an interesting dynamic. What was that like? How did you guys gain, the chemistry and the needed rapport so that we believed that it went from cold to now this warm relationship?
Kaylee and Roman, they did a fantastic job. Kaylee, she was great. It was such huge dynamic between Jason and her in her character, and I thought she played it really, really well. But those 2 were troopers. I mean, they didn't complain about the weather. Roman was loving it. He loved being out in the wild and in the woods, and it was playtime for him. I don't think he mentioned one time that he was cold. He might have even said he was hot because he was running around so much. You know, his heart was beating 100 miles an hour to nothing. And so it was great to work with him. You know, I thought it really came across well with our characters and the different dynamics and just you know, with my character trying to step in and be a father to them. You know, it really come across well on screen. So I was just blessed to have them on board.